and welcome back to Studio Tamera, the Mystical Paintress. It's been a hot minute since I had a video, so I'm starting to do a little bit of filming. We got something really exciting for you today. I'm going to take just a minute here to talk about my book, Plein Air Painting, Tips and Tales, Memoirs of a Michigan Plein Air Painter. And if you are beginning, it's just starting out with painting, and a plein air painting, and you want to paint outside, this book should cover just about everything. I've been doing this for about 14 years now, just specifically painting outside in the winter, in the spring, in the summer, all year round. I've made every mistake you can imagine with clothing, with paint supplies, every mistake. I've got it all in this book. It took me about 3 years to put the book together for you, but I wanted to go over it. So at the beginning of the book, of course, I have my foreword to the Michigan Plein Air Painters. And I want to read this part out loud to you. So it says, "Thank you to Heiner Hertling and the Michigan Plein Air Painters for your years of friendship and guidance. I wouldn't be the artist I am without all of you. I can't stress enough how special you all are to me. I also want to honor the members of our group who are no longer with us. They have forever left their mark. Paintings are an artist's legacy, something your hand touched so your soul has somewhere to go when you are gone. And when people look at that painting, you are there." That's from Ray Bradbury. So here's some pictures of some of the plein air painters, some of my buddies over the years. And then the table of contents, we get right into supplies. That's the first chapter. The most common colors to mix outside. Seasons, I go through the seasons. Composition, elements of art, getting started in the field, challenges, trials, and common mistakes. My book is not set up like most of the academic painting books that go through all the different canvases and all the different palette knives and all the different oil types. I don't do that. I cut right to the chase here as much as I can. So after common mistakes, I talk about nocturnes, night paintings. Then I have demos. I have 100 pages of demos. I've got some stories and tales. I have a chapter on traveling and going to paint out competitions. I have a chapter on if you're going to be in a gallery and doing a show or a solo show, pricing, and then a little bit about me at the end. So one of the things, if you're an artist, you probably already do, is picking up flowers and things everywhere you go. I mean, nature is an endless supply of inspiration. So here's a picture of the group out on a common Saturday. That's what we look like, spread out with our umbrellas like the Impressionists in France. So for supplies, I go in detail, and I have 400 or so, I think 420 photos in here. I am visual. I'm a visual learner, so, and an artist. So a lot of photos in here just talking about viewfinders and brushes and, you know, different things in the field. You absolutely have to have chemical hand warmers and heated socks for when it's cold out. You have to have a shade buddy. I talk about in the book different ways to get paint out of car seats and clothing. Quick checklist for going in the field. Here it is. Here's your quick checklist. So I have that in here. I have the most common colors to mix. Let's be realistic. There are a plethora of colors out there, but greens, browns, and blues of various hues and values, that's what we're looking at. So I talk about that. I talk about mood, temperature. Here we go. Here's mixing greens and blues. And you see how I mix them all together. Not in a neat little chart, in a little 1 inch by 1 inch square. That's great if you do it that way, but you're not going to do it that way in the field. Browns often are great for skin tones also. So we talk about that. And then I have color tips and some different, you know, this book really, I wish there was something like this when I started painting. So it's even local fruit markets that I've painted at. And the owner has those paintings on the wall. It's kind of cool. Her name's Deb. The flax field. And here I'm talking about seasons. You know, here's June, summertime. The way that you would dress. I paint everywhere. You see here I'm walking down a river. Here I'm painting standing. Can you see here? My easel is set up in the water. So that's summer. Then we've got here, things start to change just like the seasons do. And next, fall. In October is my favorite color. I love to paint in the fall. Winter. You wouldn't believe the beautiful blues and purples that you paint, but you have to be geared up. You have to be dressed right. Here, let's do this. There, does that help you to see it better? Here we've got, let's see if we can move this back a little. You know, I don't have a professional film crew or anything. I just do these videos for fun to help artists out there. Outdoors, wintertime. Very fun, very cool, very rewarding. You will see colors and animals and things going on in the winter that you never imagined you possibly would. So here's a painting I did of the group. I did this painting in about 20 minutes, maybe 40, I can't remember, but it was freezing and I was not there long, so it's impressionistic. So I talk about how to spray paint to make things look like snow. Critters. I have in here a lot. I even talk about pets in the studio, live animals, people. Again, fall. I talk about using focal points and all different scenes. This I'm real proud of. This is Cutter. This painting is in Kentucky in the Bird Dog Hall of Fame. That's pretty huge. The AKC president let me know about that. Here are some more great colorful paintings where I kind of took it to the next level. Painting it live at farmers markets, flea markets, in nature. Just lots in the rain. Be prepared for rain. Some people like sunglasses. They like to use red to help with values. I go through step by step. I compare landscapes and people. I try to make this as user-friendly for the beginner as I can. Talk about the clouds and ellipses. And I mean, this book is just, in my opinion, of course I wrote it, but everything you would need to get started. And if you're already advanced and an expert and you don't need any of this, it's got a lot of fun, colorful pictures. But I talk about commission painting and the difference in a loose, fun, impressionistic painting and a very tight photographic painting. When you're an artist, really, anyone with good technical skill can duplicate a scene. But to make it artistic and fun, it takes it to kind of a different level. So that's fun. Isn't this fun? I've been wanting to share this book with all of you who don't have it for quite a while now. So these are my friends, the Sandhill Cranes at Kensington. These are just some more examples. In winter in the UP, I talk about muck boots and the importance of dressing warm. Lots of pictures. There's more photos than reading in this book. I also have some of my studio paintings. The Witch's Dance in Benevento, Italy, my dog Ra. I talk about different lighting for nocturne night painting. You know, just a little bit of everything. And then the demos. So I have step-by-step demos that are really, really easy to follow along because you could just paint everything step by step. Here's my fawn. This is so fun. Sharing this with you. Sunflower fields up north. Here's some swans at a paint out in Milford, Michigan for the shack. These guys were fun to do. waterfalls. I talk about, if something's not working, wipe it out, start again. I talk about how to put people that are moving in. I talk about color balance and harmony. And, I show how to block things in very quickly and basically. And here's my dad on his tractor. He went zooming by. The whole thing happened in about 5 seconds. Luckily, I got a shot of it. And I was able to do a painting of my father. So I love that painting. Of course, he has it, but my friend Harry, in the UP, built these cabins, so I did him. I talk in here about painting pets and people, how to simplify things to make them look real, because your eye doesn't see everything like your mind thinks it does. Some Barnes and Dexter during the Dexter paint out. Painting animals live. This horse was coming right at me, and I painted it all in under 2 hours probably. Fall colors. So I hit almost every season. Then I have some hilarious stories about the group and pictures of all of us painting and just having a fun time. The things we encounter. I painted the Mackinac Bridge. Uh-oh. Blooper. Rewind, redo. Painted the Mackinac Bridge while on the ferry to Mackinac Island. Painted on a paddle boat moving. These are some of the legends. Mary Rupp, Heiner Hertling, some of my inspirational teachers and friends. Here's painting in the Dominican Republic right on the beach. This is where I'm talking about different paint outs, galleries, how to set things up, how to price things, how to select which ones to put in. I think I have a little bit of everything. How paintings look better with a frame. And this was the Dexter paint out here. So, this book here is my father and I in Italy. And I had this sketchbook with these watercolor pencils, and that was fabulous. So if you don't have my book, and you want to learn plein air painting, I think it would be helpful for you. I have all my info in the back, my biography, and of course, one day I will set the art world on fire. The end. So that's my book. It's, let's see here. I should know this, but I don't. 250 pages, 420 photos. So anybody interested in learning plein air painting? And I will be doing some classes. I have had several folks reach out with interest in working and learning to paint, and I will be teaching classes, of course, with COVID. That has put a little hitch in the plan, and I have some other really exciting things going on in my life right now that I can't quite share with the world just yet. So anyways, if you get my book, enjoy it, have fun, just try, draw, paint, enjoy every day. And thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.